Hey guys, this is Cara. We are playing Pokémon TCG2 once again. Mini-com message first because we've got to learn about this whole place. There's actually one from this too, about the new debt diagnosis thing, which I guess I might try and show off at some point. I don't think I ever did it before simply because I don't think it was Englishified. But yeah, there's a whole balancing thing, blah blah blah, whatever, doesn't really matter. I might show it off in an extra thing, but really it's not huge. But what is huge is about, stuff about this guy. Yeah, hot lava stuff. Basically, fire Pokemon don't have a weakness when we play him. I think actually, wasn't Blaine's Gym, like the Cinnabar Gym Stadium card in Gym Heroes, not Gym Heroes, it'd be Gym Challenge, Gym Heroes 2. Didn't that do the same thing, basically, as a Stadium card for Blaine Pokemon? It'd be kinda cool. But, yeah, basically he doesn't have any weaknesses whatsoever, so you've got to play otherwise. Just don't count on the fact that fire Pokemon are weak to water, because that's negated. Speaking of, the deck which I have at the moment is a fire and water based deck. I've started building fire because obviously fire is going to be needed in this place at some point. Using Ponyta, this one, it's quite cool. No retreat cost and stuff, which this one does not have, and it's cheaper attacking, so there's that. I've only got one of this Rapidash, so I supplemented it with Dark Rapidash, which is basically the same as this, but with more HP and no retreat cost. Not much more HP either, but whatever. Single copy of Magmar, because that's all I had space left for. 2 Sea Kings all I've got, so Goldeen Sea King there. One of every evolution, well, every different type too actually, because that's a Game Boy one, this is Dark, and that's regular. So one of every evolution, just because I'm, variety and stuff, and because it's fire and water, this Vaporeon's actually going to be quite good. And, well, the trainer line is mostly standard, except I switched out, well, from the last time, I switched out an energy search for an energy retrieval, just because I'm using Flareon Flamethrower, and I've got one Imposter Oak's Revenge instead of something, I can't remember what I took out, but basically, this, if I discard a card, then I can make the opponent only have 4 in their hand, which is pretty good if they use a lot of draw cards themselves. So that is that. I think I took out the switch, because everything in this deck retreats for 1 or 0 energy, so switch is there primarily as a healer, as opposed to anything else. So, yeah, that's that. Anyway, yes, your concoct new recipe, blah 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 blah, yeah, no, you've got to do that, whatever, doesn't matter, improving cooking, why would you need to improve that? I have no idea, but whatever. He's got a weird mask thing. I have no idea what the hell is his problem, because seriously, why would you wear a mask that has got GR on it? Why can't you put that on your hat instead? Whatever, Ponyta start with Energy Search is pretty good. Could have done with a trader so that I could get other stuff, but I go first, so that's okay. Ah, that's what I was looking for, Eevee, because then I can get Dark Vaporeon going, and that would be very nice. Bill drawing into Bill, that's pretty damn standard by now, so we don't really need to go on about that. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Let's go ahead and put the Eevee down and start leveling that. It's not really leveling up at all, but because I've got Dark Vaporeon in hand, I may as well attack with Eevee instead. Should have really checked what he has on the field, but I'll do that next turn, because I get to show off that Magmar next turn as well, so we'll do that. That Magmar is kind of annoying, actually, but it's not too bad. Its Blazing Fire attack is extremely annoying if they've got a lot of energy, but they've got to discard so much for it. It's just pointless. If you did 10 plus 20 for the fire that you discarded, maybe you could argue that would be broken then, because you discard a fire energy and you do 30 for 1, but it just does such low damage for how much you've got to get rid of. Its Magma Punch is much better, however, so yeah, 40 for free is fairly standard, but it's only got 60 HP and the 2 retreat costs, so it's one of the not so good Magmas. Then he uses the Ember Ponyta, so I'm not really threatened very much by what he's got at the moment, so I'm okay with this. Just gonna get myself the Dark Vaporeon set up next turn, and I can hit for... I guess I'll use Whirlpool next turn so that I can discard his energy, because then his Magma Punch thing is not as strong anyway. So, yep, he doesn't get the Pokeball off, that's good for me, I suppose. You'll need a lot of energy attached in order to do anything, so I am not scared at the moment of that Magma. Even though I'm only going to have 60 HP, I can one-hit KO with Bite, so yeah, not a threat right now. And I can energy remove it anyway, which is what I'm going to do just because I'm a douche, basically. Kick a guy when he's down, obviously he got the tails on the fetch as well, so my sand attack came in handy. And where did his mask go there? That was weird. Whatever, Kangaskhan's still the pain in the ass setup card that you expect it to be. So much HP, it's irritatingly difficult to get rid of sometimes. I don't really have a whole lot right now that I want to do. How many cards does he have in hand? Only 3, so Imposter Oak would be bad right now. So let's just discard all the energy he's got. He'll have to attach to Kangaskhan if he wants to use it again, and I could just energy remove if he puts on Magmar instead, but he doesn't. So he gets to draw more. I don't really care, because he still only has 5 cards in hand, and I've got lots and stuff to go on here. Well, by lots I mean I have enough, so yeah. Because Bite's gonna get the KO here, Bite will one-hit KO every one of his mons from here, and he would only do 10 damage at most to me, plus I can energy remove... okay, I can't one-hit KO that, but I can energy remove the Magma so that it doesn't have anything on it when it comes out, which is good. I've got a plus power, that's also pretty good. Yeah, it is, so let's do what I said I was gonna do, energy remove that. I could computer search for Gust of Wind as well, actually. That could just get the last prize really quickly. And if I don't get Gust of Wind, I can just get Professor Oak instead. Lots of water energy coming up here too, so my Seeking will be quite useful. Yeah, because I could just go ahead and do that. He's had no heads this entire game, man. Luck today has sort of been, well, not just today, in the recent times has been kind of a bit odd, hasn't it? What do I want to do with this here? I guess I could computer search out that Gust of Wind now. We'll just get rid of that and the Magma. The Magma's not necessary in this game. And, well, there's lots of Professor Oak, that's fine. There's a Seeking if I can't get Gust of Wind. But I should be able to, unless it's... no, it's prized. Okay, so Gust of Wind is not going to be there. Let's just get Seeking then, so I can hit for 30 with that as well. Why not? It's a good play, when you think about it. And I guess I'll just Whirlpool off that energy, so that he can't use it next turn. This is the dangerous thing about Whirlpool, especially on something like Dark Vaporeon, which is not the most difficult thing to set up. It's a devastating strategy when it works, you know? Because right now I'm just stripping him of pretty well everything that he could have, and yeah, it's gonna be the last prize, so what? Oh my goodness, that freaking face is so dumb. Look at that face, it's just... wow. I have no words to describe how stupid that looks. It's just... But yeah, that is the joys of playing with Dark Vaporeon. It's a pretty strong card, we'll just put it that way. It is low in HP, and it is fairly expensive in attacks, but yeah. Also, I've just realised I've still got the toolbar thing up the top. I do apologise for that. I Didn't think about that. So yeah, we've had the game for that. We've got this Golduck, which is different to the Golducks I've had before, I think. I think I may have got this one in the booster pack opening actually, but it's pretty terrible to be honest. Psychic's okay, but it relies on the opponent to do damage, and then Wave Splash is fairly standard, I guess. Not really that good, to be honest, but then the other Golduck is terrible as well, so... I don't think I've... oh, I accidentally sorted because I pressed the wrong button. Again, too used to GOS, A button's on the other side. It's actually what my Y button would be, or select at the moment. But yeah, you can use select in order to sort the pack. So, you know, it sorts it by type, I think, and then by number. Like Pokemon number. Because that's, you can see that's the order that we've got there, and then Squirtle's water type, Psyduck's afterwards, Golduck's after that. So it sorts it by number as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this Aerodactyl, Supersonic for confusion, and unfortunately it always does the 10 damage to itself, even though it resists its own element, which is a bit lame. But, yeah, it's got 70 HP, slightly more than the other one. It does slightly more damage, but it hurts itself as well. Not really very good, but it is a decent enough earlier game card, I guess. So yes, we are going quickly, and we are going to face Cara, who apparently has this sort of complex on her at the moment. Yes, you are the mighty Cara, ha ha ha. You're not gonna cook for me, no. Why is everybody obsessed with cooking in this place? I realise that it's a fire club, but still. And you ran away because why? Yes. It is. What cards? Only fire energy. Yeah, I actually thought this was the second game and not this one, so, yeah. Whoops. Yes. We will do. So, looks like I'm going to have to make a new deck very quickly, because Scald is not going to work with that if I can only use fire cards. So, yeah, give me a sec. I guess first off what I should do though is I should really save this to the record machine, because I'm going to be using this deck straight after, you know, this round. So if I save it to the deck machine first, then I can just build it back later, and it makes it a lot easier to work with. So yeah, one sec. I just realised the reason why I didn't have that in the last game. I couldn't get Gust of Wind at all because it wasn't in my deck. Always play Gust of Wind, it's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to try and run Dark Charizard in this game. I can't really be bothered taking out the evolution stuff, and to be honest I don't think I need to take out the evolution stuff here. I mean, Dark Vaporeon has got a bite attack, so you know, it's one water card that I can use that does work against fire. It's quite good. Flareon is Flareon, it's awesome anyway, and Jolteon takes no lightning energy either, so it's worth it. This Electabuzz, of course, it takes colors only. I'm expecting some sort of water type to come in here somehow because of the whole fire energy thing. But even if it doesn't, it's not a terrible attacker for 2 energy, and I can just fodder it out for something else anyway. Trainer-wise, I've taken out the energy search for Gust of Wind, and I think that's basically it. I put another energy removal in as well. Can't remember what I took out for that offhand. But I took the energy retrieval out because I had 2 energy search in that. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to keep the name because I can't be bothered changing that. And yes, we are prepared with fire energy, yes. So let's go, Cara. You are apparently sort of excited here, I guess. I don't know. Her face is a little bit odd, I guess. Or maybe it's just her apron's weird, I don't know. But anyway, we got ourselves a Charmander and a Trader right from the word go. That's not bad. See what we can pull from this startup, I suppose. And Charmander does only have 40 HP, the one I'm using, but it does hit for 20... Oh wow, it's a mirror. Wow, it hits for 20 for a single energy, so I am very glad that I am going first here, because it's painful to be fighting against this thing going second. Anyway, let's trade off that Charmander for a Dark Charmeleon. I'm running a 3-2-2 line this time just because I wanted more space in my deck for other stuff. It's not anything fancier than that, to be honest. So, 20 damage on the first turn, can't argue with that. And it looks like she doesn't have any other Pokemon, so we're going to win on the second turn. Man, that's a little disappointing. Even if I didn't get that trader, I would have... I mean, not the trader, even if I didn't get the thing to evolve here, I would have still won on the second turn because of that. No, that can't be right. We've got to do another game from that. Seriously. That was terrible. You can't honestly be satisfied with that. Yes, you are to reward me with a booster pack of the rocket type, and we are going to get an Aerodactyl again. What is it with this game and giving me duplicate cards all the freaking time? There are plenty of other amazing cards that I could have gotten so far. But yes, Ellen is the next player that we would have to face. Yes it is. However, I do want to fight you again because that was a terrible fight, and you do not want to have that as the only thing that happened. Like seriously, that wasn't even a fight. So yeah, Magmar or Magmar. I wonder what I'm gonna send out first. Guess it's gonna have to be Magmar, huh? So yeah, Magmar it is. And now she's got 3 Pokemon, so this is gonna be a much better fight, I guess. And I'm going second, that doesn't help, but still. It's a Doduo. So it's probably a good idea that I'm using that Jolteon as well, just in case. But yeah, she also runs Dark Charizard. I wasn't aware of that before starting this game, actually. I don't remember everything about this game. But yeah, she actually does run Dark Charizard too, which means that I've got to be a little bit careful of that. Because, yeah, and for some reason she runs that. Don't know why she runs that, because the fire types aren't weak against that. Maybe it's some sort of elaborate counter against the fact that she has Squirtle, so she's using that to counter the lightning types you would want to, but then there's barely any lightning types that you can use in the first place. I don't understand that play. Whatever. It's not like I have to understand that play. So yeah, Doduo taking damage from the smoke screen, standard fare. This Magmar doesn't do a lot of damage, but it doesn't have much of a retreat cost, and it's a Stally card. It's nice HP and stuff to start with. I think I need to put that Charmander down now though. Put it down, trade away the Flareon for that Charmeleon I could do. Yeah, I could just get that Charmeleon out. Probably the best play from here. Obviously I can't play it just now though, so we'll wait on that, and I will go for the poison with Smog. And I don't get it. Now, the problem here, Doduo's got 0 retreat, and that Charmeleon has already got 2 energy on it, so I am in a lot of trouble here, because Dark Charizard's firepower is frightening, and has the potential to completely decimate if it doesn't miss. It looks pretty cool, but yeah, it does 50 damage per heads, and then you discard an energy per heads as well. I am totally energy removing the crap out of this thing. Because seriously, I do not want to be playing against a full strength Dark Charizard at the moment. Thankfully, I don't have to right now, because I've got Smokescreen and I've got stuff. I mean, I don't know whether I want to go for the Smokescreen or whether I want to go Smog, actually. I might want to go for the Smog to try and get the poison off, because Smokescreen's only going to do 10 damage per turn. I'm thinking, if I do get poison here, which I don't, but if I did get poison there, that would have crippled the thing massively. However, that's not a huge issue right now. Didn't flip the heads this time on Pokeball, so god damn it. Well, that's okay in a way, because I was only Why are you only now? Oh, because you only got 1 energy, obviously. Yeah, I was only gonna smokescreen this turn anyway, so that's not a huge loss for me. Nightly Garbage Run, I could use that to get stuff back. It's pretty good. Nightly Garbage Run's annoying to have in your hand when you've got Professor Oak though, because then you've got to use it before Professor Oak can get used, and it's just a little bit lame. But oh well. With Smokescreen in play though, she shouldn't be able to attack me as easily. She probably could still, because, you know, the AI can hacks whenever the hell it wants, if it decides to. And Scoop Up on... what was it I damaged before? It would be that Dodoro. Yes, that's not really a big deal, to be honest. It's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, she can still get the damage off anyway. Thankfully, she does not have many energy at the moment. This is one thing I do have in my favour, is that I have a decent amount of energy and she does not. So that's good, because her Dark Charizard is basically going to get neutered by the fact that it doesn't have energy on it. And if she does get an energy on it, however, I could well have been screwed, but she didn't. So yeah, crisis averted, I guess. And it really was crisis averted, because that thing is pretty nasty, to say the least. I don't like the fact that I have 2 Professor Oaks here. That is kind of a little bit annoying. Let's switch out to Dark Charmeleon and just do the whole plus power thing here. I'm going to put this energy on Eevee so that it has something to go on, and yeah, Tail Slap for that. Quite a decent bit of damage there too, and I have another fire energy, so I can just keep on planting down these things as much as I want. She does seem to have a lot of Pokemon and not a lot of energy to play them with. It's a bit awkward, I think. Anyway, let's see if I can get heads on the Fireball here. I cannot. So, no damage and no discard. She's still not getting very much going though, is she? Looking at it, she's got a Charmander. Good for her. Fire energy on the Charmander. Right, that's my target then. I've got to get rid of that thing. Jolteon, Jolteon, Jolteon. I could put that down, but she's got too much chops, so that's sort of a bit of a sketchy move. Maybe I'll put it on that Eevee instead. So, Gust of Wind out to that freaking Charmander, and I want rid of it. So let's go for a Fireball kill. No heads on that one either, which means now she's gonna get to counter damage me, and I don't like that. I might have to go for the Dark Charizard even though I don't want to. But to do that, I'm going to have to Professor Oak. What have I got in my discard? It's just Energy and Trainer. I don't really want to go ahead and go for it though, but... well, let's Fireball this turn because I can survive with 10 HP, which I'm gonna have to because no heads again. Wow, that's kind of annoying. So let's see what she does, if she's going to like evolve or something. More fire energy. Well, I'm gonna want to remove that, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the Dark Charizard, even though it's massively overkill, and I may end up discarding a huge amount of energy here, which would not be good. Let's at least remove the energy on that Charmander. Let's go ahead and Nightly Garbage Run the 2 energy back into the deck, just so that I can draw them when needed. And Professor Oak for the new hand that will hopefully yield a Dark Charizard. And it does. Okay, that is good. So, the problem with Dark Charizard is that here I only need 1 heads here, but if I flip more than 1 heads, I'm still going to have to discard more than 1 energy. So I could flip 4 heads here, which I don't of course, but I could have flipped 4 heads. Instead, it seems like I'm going to flip massive amounts of tails here, which is actually a good thing this time. Pika, how are you going to work this one out? Yeah, actually, that is the best possible thing that could have happened for me there. But at the same time, if I'd have flipped 4 heads, I'd have had to discard every one of my energy, and I couldn't do anything with the overflow damage. So it's a risky card. It's good against high HP foes, but it's It's a really difficult one to call. Like, how do you call the importance of it? Anyway, she used the power for absolutely no discernible reasons so that she could get stuff on it, I guess. I could use that myself, actually. If I put that Charmander down, I can use its power to gather 1 fire energy from that. And that works for this turn, because I'm expecting to die next turn even if I kill this, which means I don't want to discard a ton of energy cards for, you know, getting killed, which would be very bad. What do I want to do with it though? I guess what I want to do here is get rid of Gust of Wind, get rid of Electabuzz, and search for Dark Vaporeon so that I can bring that out. Maybe I should have had the boss's way in this deck, because I've got a lot of Dark evolutions. Didn't really think of that. Anyway, Dark Vaporeon comes onto the field, I can attach that, and now hopefully I will flip one of these two as a heads. Please? Yep, there we go, so I discard 1 energy. This time Dark Charizard has really worked in my favour, but do note that it very well can, you know, work against you ridiculously badly. I've just been sort of lucky with the way it's turned out this time. Her Dark Charizard did nothing and my Dark Charizard has done just enough to make it work. That is useful, because now Dark Vaporeon can come in with its weakness and finish off the fight. So that was her deck in a much better show and tell sort of thing, and I quite like that actually. That was a good game, unlike the first one, which was over on the first freaking turn. And yes, we will happily take this pack. Please don't give me another Aerodactyl, because that would be annoying. That's not much better, to be completely honest, but it is not an Aerodactyl at the very least. I think I have like 3 of this card now though, and I'm not going to use very many of them, so yeah, it sort of sucks. Anywho, I am going to go ahead and do something. I think I need... do I need to go back to use... no, I don't. I can use it from here. Excellent! Yeah, there's one advantage of this game from the other one, is that the deck record machine thing is really easy to use in comparison. So, yeah, I can now build a deck with that, and pretty much I can access any deck which I save at any time. I haven't saved very many just because they're mostly niche decks, but because I needed to use this one later than expected, I saved it. So yeah, I can instantly go back to the deck which we had before and go for a 3rd game, and hey, I recognize you! You're trapped by lava, it's kind of sad. Anyway, your 8-bit sprite looks a bit emo, I've gotta say. Yes, you are apparently Ellipses Girl. Yes. We must. Yeah, she totally is emo girl. Look at that hair going over that eye space there. That's ridiculous. Yes, Grandmaster Courtney is who we are fighting for now, and yes, we have to have 4 Eevee in the deck. This is why I've been playing Evolutions and stuff. So, it is an Eevee Showdown. Quite literally, that's exactly what I said there. This is a fun but difficult fight. She plays, of course, the 4 Eevees as well, because that's the restriction, and it is an interesting fight, but it is not an easy one either, because she plays the Eevees in the same sort of way that you would expect to play the Eevees as well. She'll play Jolteon to counter Vaporeon, and of course she does play Flareon as well. She uses all the Dark Evolution ones, of course. And it's an Eevee mirror to start with. That's kind of annoying, actually. Because that means she's going to get to Sound Attack first, and I don't like that. But maybe not, because energy removal will give me the initiative once again. And, well, let's see what Bill draws us. Because Bill is always a good play, no matter what happens. 2 fire energy. Could have done with actually having that with Magma active. Didn't think of that. Doesn't matter. Tackle anyway. Because tackling her face is what we do best. So yep, more energy on the Eevee, and it evolves to Dark Flareon. Great. That is extremely scary. That pretty much means this Eevee is screwed. I'll say that right now, so I'm gonna have to put the next Eevee down, and I'm just gonna charge up Magmar instead of Eevee, actually, because Magmar with plus power will guarantee a KO with Smog next turn. Which is good, because that gets rid of... Yeah, she plays a Fire and Lightning deck, where I'm playing Fire and Water. Not exactly the best of plays, we'll fully admit. But it doesn't matter, because I'm still going to just play with what I've got, and hope that I can still win. I guess what I should have really thought about that, and maybe played a slightly different deck style. She only has one card in hand, which means she may not be able to play Lightning Energy. Yeah, that might be useful to remember. So, plus power, guarantee the kill. I may flip heads here anyway, which I do, but how was I to know? So you just make sure that you kill a thing, because otherwise that's going to do 50 damage to you, and you do not want that. We've already seen how scary a freaking face can be when it's the face of Dark Flareon, and man, smokescreen stalling from her as well. This could end in painful, stally, tactic-y stuff, and I don't really want that to happen, but what choice do I honestly have at this point? This is not something I can control. So I'm just gonna hope not heads there. Damn you to everything. Oh, and now you've got Smog going yourself as well, so yuck. Smog and the poison, of course she gets the poison. Yeah, this fight is not going my way at the moment. Even though she has not very many cards in hand, I have nothing I can use. Again, I've got no drawing power, I've got no anything right now. I really need to get Vaporeon out. Or something, because I'm not flipping any heads either, so I'm dead right now. There's no way I can win this unless I somehow manage to get something else out. But I have no tools to get it out with. I've got none of my traders, I've got... now she's got a Lightning Energy on Electabuzz, so... Yeah, I can't win this game. I'm pretty sure I can't win this game at this point, because there's just nothing... I can't draw anything useful at all. Dark Rapidash, absolutely useless. I have nothing in my hand that can be good. So... I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here, but Sand Attack stall, I guess, and hope to God that I actually get something going, which is not likely. I need Professor Oak at this point, because I really need a new hand. Of course, if she flips a double heads here, then Smog Poison will kill me instantly, pretty much. But she is going to do that, isn't she? No, but she is going to get the 20 damage off, so if she flips her heads again on Sand Attack, then I'm dead no matter what. Ponyta is not useful right now, although it gives me one turn to survive next time. It doesn't help, because I don't have any energy for it. I can't do anything when the deck doesn't give me any sort of draw or search out of what I've got, and it isn't as if I don't have enough either. I have plenty of search and draw. Look at this. All of the heads and stuff when it's actually important. What am I honestly supposed to do here? I cannot do anything with the deck and stuff as it is. Yeah, you can claim it as whiny and all of that, but it's completely true. I can't do anything with this setup. She does have a lot of cards in hand, however, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those, because maybe that will... No, it won't help, because look at her bench. She's too set up. There's still no way that I can possibly try and win this, because there's just no setup. She's too far gone. There's nothing I can do. She's only got one prize left. So Dark Vaporeon could have done with that last turn. Flareon could have done with that last turn. Again, I've got nothing. Yeah, I physically can't win this game. It doesn't matter what I do. Defeatist or otherwise, there is no way that I can win this. So yeah, just gotta accept that sometimes, that's what's gonna happen. But I can at least set up Flareon. And well, give it an honest go, but it won't help in the end. I suppose if she doesn't get ahead here, then I can set up another turn, which she doesn't, so I do have 2 turns with which to set up Flareon, which is okay, I guess. Look at this, now I get all the Professor Oaks and crap when I can't actually use it. Yeah, way to go, game, seriously. But whatever, I'm leaving myself so far open here, even, yeah, flamethrower kill. There was nothing I could do. Like, I wasn't even pretending that I could win that one. It was just impossible. So, yeah. Kind of not a great way to end this, but that's how it's gonna end, so unfortunately luck just was absolutely against me in every way, shape and form there, so next time I might change my deck around and play her with an entirely different thing, because clearly that wasn't going to work. So yeah, this has been Gamer Cara with TCG2. Played a lot of games in this one, and that's probably going to be a lot of actual screen time, and I'm sorry if this video is too long as a result, but oh well. Next time we're going to take her down good and proper.